Hello and welcome back to episode 7 of Ostriv. Now we are in August, winter is coming, and in fact we want to breathe through it so that we can get the next year going and continue our food production, which is probably the most urgent thing currently. Going to speed up the game time a bit to have, well, just to speed it up a bit. Now, the trader is not really worth it for us currently because we don't really have anything to trade with them. And water? Isn't there enough water? Here's a lot of water. No, there's a lot of enough water in the city, so that shouldn't be a problem. New family has arrived too, so there are more people coming in. And Fisher is working. It has 760 fish storage here. That's why we definitely need the granary here to move it here and therefore have a better access to it. Selling it, I don't know, do we sell it somewhere? Don't tell me that's an oversight. Apparently we forgot to put up fish for sale, so all the fish we have been collecting didn't get used. Okay, fine. That should change now. So there's two ways of getting food to your stores. It's either the worker in here getting it from somewhere, but also the granary is taking care of that. So for example, they get stuff from the fisher here to put it in the granary. Oh, it's this one, even though we didn't pick it here now. And then distribute it to the stores. That's what we want to have, a second granary here, because then we can put some of the effort of getting all the goods collected to the granary worker here. That's exactly what we need. So that's why the granary is under construction. They complain about a lack of food. They just married, so they need to buy everything, which is fine. Is the flour on sale? Yes, here. Perfect. So that should fix itself relatively soon. They already got buckwheat in. I need to get drinking water, firewood, so the basic ingredients. Now this family still has a lot of wealth, even though we increase our wealth tax quite a lot. Therefore I'm willing to go to 2 now, because I really don't want them to have that much money. What we need to check out with the next traders is clothes, shoes, warm clothes and stuff like that. I do think we bought some warm clothes in a while ago, even though I don't know where they are lying around currently. Maybe they already got used up from all the population. We will see. We also need a warehouse soon. It's in fact a good point. Do we have anything in regards to warehouses under construction? No. Okay, a warehouse. Where do we have it? Here. Can store some products, and we definitely want to have 1 or 2 warehouses designed to store the things we produce in our village, like clothes and textiles in the future, which is not food. Therefore, I want to use the space here in front of the farm drop down to some warehouses here. If I recall correctly, they only have space for 4 products, therefore we need a lot of them, and we're going to pull 1 forward here. The tailor is now under construction, the weaver needs workers, let's put 2 in there, and the farm should have some hemp. Yes, perfect. I don't know how many people we need right now to get it working, and how much hemp we need each year to keep it working all the time. Therefore we are just going to observe. Now, we are only putting 1 person into the tailor workshop for the moment, but we need to put it up for sale here. Therefore, trade, market stall. And this one is going to be focused completely on clothes. Shoes. There, shoes. Warm clothes. And I do think that's all in regards to essential stuff. Clothes here. Horeca meat is alcohol, which we can get later on. At least we have to buy it as far as I know. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we can hire someone to sell it. And I don't know if we bought clothes at some point or if it just got... we forgot about it, I don't know. Or if they are lying around somewhere. We will find out. Okay. Now the houses here are done. We need to place down some new ones here to continue the inner circle of our buildings here. So let's in fact mirror it here a bit like this. So we can be like, and then we snug them here. Oh, I don't like that. Much better. Perfect. And then we are going to continue with more houses. We got the time currently because we have to wait for everything to be done. So 2 houses here. And yes, perfect. And alongside here should be a well, because the water requirements can be quite high. And there's not the room for a well here, but maybe we can put one here. Perfect. Now, a big question. Our pigs, is everything working nicely? Increase it here. We have food for 6 months, 7 months, that's fine. Water they can get from the river, therefore that's all fine. And now I just hope that our pig boar here is going to make children. And that's of course what I really need. Okay, a visitor here from Dakachi again. Leather, we could use leather to make shoes ourselves. Let's check it out. Production. Because the leather chain is relatively hard to get by. So to produce leather you need raw hides, for example from animals. 6 months long tanning process. You need trees, lime, salt and water. Well, lime we could solve, salt is complicated, both of are relatively close in complication. And you need it near water to get leather then. Now, shoemaker. Does he not tell us what he needs to do? How do you make shoes? What do we need for that? Does it... No, wait a second. Does the tannery tell us? No. Is it in the population? So let's check one out here. No, it doesn't tell us either. Is there anything in the population? Is there anything like population? Buildings? Weird. That's for clothes. Nothing in here. Okay, let's build one. And I'm sure we are going to find out. So let's put it relatively forward, like after one house. Most importantly, the farm is already under construction, which is faster than expected. The winter didn't even start properly yet. And also the new forestry is coming closer, which then brings us closer to the forest up there again. Ah, wait a second. We should of course buy some leather now. 0.25. Let's start with like 500 leather just to stockpile it. But we can't sell anything to them. Now, what we need to do... we want to... Let's move one warehouse in front. And put the leather here. We can't, okay. Then let's just hope that we can finish the warehouse before the leather has arrived. To store it there. Construction in progress. Looking good. The warehouse should be finished before. Perfect. So now we are going to... Ah, we can't select it here either. Interesting. Ah, no, only available. No, we don't want only available. We want to store warm clothes here. We want to store shoes here. We want to store... Where are they? Clothes, leather. And of course, just clothes. CCC. Clothes. There we go. And let's just do something like 500, 500, 500, and 500. And we need one worker. Fine. And then we are good to go to get all the finished products from the tailor here into the warehouse. The farm is finished. And now we can think about where to put our fields. So for example, no, wait a second, we could need 25 in, ooh, that could be, how's that? In fact, we could just start, could just yeah, something like this. It has to be a bit adjusted here. In fact, let's do it like this. Too short. Why is that too short? Is this enough? Yes. Yeah, perfect. It's not the most beautiful field here, but it should be fine. Let's slow it down a bit here. Next field is going to be immediately next to the farm. Okay, which is not... Come on. Doesn't want to work that... We have to be a little bit further apart here. Next one. And yeah, I think I want to have one here. It's slightly larger than the advised size of a field. However, we can... Should be fine. Just needs maybe some more workers in when harvesting and stuff like that. Okay, 4. And here we can now... Yeah, I would propose we do something like alongside here. Yes. And the last one... Yeah, that was to be expected. And let's start up here. Perfect. Some running distance here, but should be fine there. Okay. Big question is, what do we want to do in our farms here? Because we need a manager for that. We want to have workers in here. And then we have to wait until we have a manager before we can set up the, how it's called, crop rotation. Therefore we need more houses again. Shoemaker can wait. Village houses are next. We need to get enough workers for a manager here. Ah, they already hired one. Perfect. Then let's set up the crop rotation here. And let's think about it, what it should be. Oh wait, I can do that in between. Now, the pigs require a lot of buckwheat and wheat and barley, which they all can eat, and potatoes, so everything the population can eat too. Ooh, we have a lot of children by now. Therefore this too should die soon. Okay, we want to have 2 fields at least for sunflower and flax. So we could just adopt what we already got there, sunflower, flax in rotation. Something like this. That should be fine in regards to sunflower production. Now we need more wheat, and wheat was heavy on the red and yellow minerals. Therefore we can combine it with buckwheat, and that's something I want to do. Okay, now I forgot that we have to do fallow in between here. Therefore let's put it like this, and then we have buckwheat, wheat here, like this one, and then we go into buckwheat, wheat here. Perfect. Now for the last 2 fields, which have to go fallow in the first year. Therefore now I want to do more potatoes. And potatoes go along nicely with buckwheat again. 50-50. We could also try something out. We could go, for example, barley here. And we could go with a 4. No, that wouldn't work. Then we need more fields to have a 4 crop rotation. 50-30, 50-50. Now let's use buckwheat again. So buckwheat here too. Buckwheat is just nice because you can feed it to the population and also to the pigs and animals. Come on. Therefore you are not doing anything wrong with that choice. Okay, and looking good. Everything is set up. We can activate them already. And they are going to be part of the next harvest. Perfect. Houses here are under construction. And we basically just need to wait until more stuff is finished. And hopefully our pigs don't eat all our food supply. In fact, what is our balance here? Minus 400 this year. We sold, we had to pay 1,300. Bought 650. Sold slightly more. Exported slightly more. Local sales are going through the roof now. That's exactly what we want, because the starting houses are running out of stuff. Therefore they buy more and more. Yeah, looking really good. Oh, the new granary is also finished. Let's get a worker there, and then perfect. Immediately settled by a family. The leather is here now. It's getting transferred to the warehouse. How much textile did we produce? produce? I don't know. Storage is full. Okay, we produce too much flour apparently, and we can't sell it that fast. Which is fine. Okay, there's one more visitor. Trader. And what do they have? Ah, it's this guy again. I don't really... I mean, we could start producing metal parts because they cost 0.5 and we can buy a lot of iron here. In fact, I want to buy some more iron even though our cash is running low. 500, perfect. And in our smithy here, we can increase the required amount of metal parts here. And there's the idea that we maybe want to build a second... How much iron do we have left? It's not listed here, therefore everything is in here. 1k nails is fine for the moment. And we could put metal parts here, for example 100. We want to stock up on 100 here. We maybe want to build a second smithy at some point. And we maybe in fact want to buy a little bit more iron. 60. I'm running out of money relatively quickly now. I don't want to decrease the wage. Maybe we have to slightly increase the house rent and the land tax to get a little bit more money in. Okay, perfect. And oh, we got a worker here in here. Therefore, we can set it up next time when we know what we want to put into the new granary. In fact, we need to check our houses for that. We have something like the raspberries, which we already saw. He already has cabbage, which we should be able to sell. He has 600 raspberries. Therefore, let's put it in here. Raspberries. Raspberries? Raspberries here. 100, and you are allowed to buy it. Therefore, they can go here. Is there anything else stockpiling? Beetroot. Should be in here, yes. Yeah, looking good. Nothing unexpected. So theoretically, as far as I know, fruit trees should grow over 2 years. Therefore, these trees maybe have fruit in this year. And I'm really curious to see if it works. Because what I want to do here, therefore, is I want to buy apples, apricots, and cherries. Also 100. Just to see whether our population, for example, grabs it from the ground from these trees and then sells it to the city. Or if it's just from our own production. We're going to find out. And next village house is done and immediately settled. We got a lot of works, vacancies open, therefore that's going to be very useful. How much hemp is still left in here? Not much. Therefore, they are cruising through all the hemp relatively quickly. And I'm considering to reduce to one villager here. And I don't see any textiles stored up in a large amount, therefore we're also keeping one worker here for the moment. And I don't know what the shoemaker really needs here. I don't see any description. Resource supply. Only leather. Okay, he only needs leather. Therefore that should be fine. And then we can store it here, but we can also sell it here. Nice. Perfect. I do think we are set up and everything should be really, really good for the coming summer again. The farm is also set up. It's already has all the workers it requires. And nice. Next are some more houses with a garden to also encourage that the workers of the farm and stuff like that are living close by and do not, for example, like this guy has to work on the orchard here far away. I hope that there's going to be some rotation at some point when we can open up more houses than we really need. Therefore the people can select where to house. Also, there's another riverside. Then when we move the forestry here, which we can do now as the last thing in this episode. Therefore, let's just remove all of you and move them all here. And then we can start make empty. They can all start to work on the new forestry, therefore we can get rid of it and place something more important in here. Nice! Summer is coming, or rather spring is coming, and with that I'm going to make a cut here. See you next episode, and then we are going to go into the next summer and continue our small city. See you next time!